Welcome back. Since it's flat for the equity markets, let's get a lowdown on what's happening in the commodities space this morning. Manisha Gupta, commodities editor, is here with us. Manisha, morning. What's the one commodity that you're tracking today?
Well, I'm looking at the metal sector, Sonia, because that has been very volatile. And when you look at the ferrous metals, they have declined the most. And much of this declines really has come in the second half of January. So iron ore prices are down by 13%, and China consumes 75% of all the seaborne iron ore trade that happens globally. Steel prices, again, China is the biggest producer of steel. We've seen nearly 1 billion tons of steel production from China in the previous year. We have seen very sharp declines come in for this one as well. It all has been in the last couple of weeks, and from the lows there has been some value buying as well that we've seen in this week. But even with that, in this year we are down by 10% for the steel prices. Similar kind of declines is what you have seen in case of the other base metals also. Aluminum is the only one which is trading in the positive, 1% up for 2020. Copper is down by 1%. When you look at lead and zinc, they're down between 3 to 4% in this year right now. And nickel, the prices which were 30% higher for 2019 are down by 11% now for nickel in 2020 as well. More importantly, there is the China Steel Association report that has come in. Now, China Steel Association is an association which also comprises WAIL, BHP and Rio Tinto. So the major steel producers in the world are part of this association, and it says that the steel sector will do better in 2020 as compared to 2019. But they also say that the virus impact will be concentrated in the first quarter of this year. Second quarter is going to be uncertain, and the second half of this year is where you will see stronger fundamentals, demand come back, and stimulus-led demand also coming into the markets, and that is where you will see more price action and more demand as well coming in. What we are waiting right now is for the Chinese trade data for the month of January. Ahead of this, you have seen the metal prices decline. You've seen many of the Asian equity markets also decline because we are looking at a weaker number. The trade surplus is expected to shrink in. When you look at the previous month and when you look at this month, the trade surplus numbers are expected to be on the weaker side. So is the case with the import and the export numbers as well. The data is expected anytime now in the next hour or so, and this is what will define on how we close this week and the trend, of course, coming in for the next week as well. What the markets were really anticipating is that the phase 1 deal impact will be seen in this data, but with coronavirus the numbers clearly are expected to be on the weaker side, as I said, from 7.9% in the previous month to minus 4.9 in sense of imports. So this is the data that the markets are keeping an eye on at this point in time. Trading strategies, and there are some buy calls here. We spoke to Globe Capital. They have a buy in case of crude. 3,700 is the target on that. There also is a buy call on steel as of now. 32,200 is what you could see on your charts for the day today.
Okay, thanks a lot for that, Manisha. We'll take a break on that note, and we are coming back with Bata to check out the details of their earnings.